Good evening, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Railroader on... Well, we're just playing Railroader. It is day 14. We're heading later in the morning. This is our brand new decapod. Yep. Which is running the heavy freight back to Whittier. Then we'll get paid lots of money. The rest of our trains are all stationary at the moment. Actually, what I do want to check is right there. Which way is Whittier switched? That way. We send it switched that way, and that train's ready to leave. So let's jump over here. Just want to make sure that this train is all set up and copied. That's good. You've got water, you've got coal, great. So we'll sit with this guy until he hits around Ela. Then we're going to get the passenger train moving. The passenger train is due to head all the way to Alaka town. City, whatever. Ooh. We are... Okay, this locomotive is having a few issues. Not as much as our G-26 Mogul, but she's lost 10 miles an hour hauling up the grade to Governor Island. Or is it Governor's Island? We are looking at a rake of 7 coal cars and then the remainder of the works train for Alaka. She's not doing too badly, kept it up to 20. Locomotive, this one. So it was a choice between this one or the slightly same size Constellation. I went for the decapod because I've never used it before. Did notice it doesn't have a lamp on the back, which strongly encourages me to run it in locomotive forward mode because the only light it has is up here. I believe the small 10-wheeler doesn't have a tail light, but they did add tail lights to these guys. So, there's that, I guess. Anyway. Also haven't checked Whittier yet. So the plan is we're going to drop this lot off at Whittier. We'll hook the locomotive onto the empty coal cars and send them off to Alaka Junction and ultimately Robinson Gap Coal. Then we've got to make ourselves busy doing anything that needs to be done around Whittier. The G-26 can be turned at Bryson and made ready for a return run, and the Bryson G-16 will start doing the deliveries there. I'm definitely looking at probably another it's a G25. Another G25 to make the runs around Alaka. And we'll see where we get to from there. Oh, she's easy enough. But I'm looking at, we've got 3,400, obviously another G25 is, it only costs 10,000, but I also want to open up the line to silver. I might, the thing is I might want another locomotive before I get the line to silver open, because it gives me more flexibility. Anyway, this is the last turn round to Ela, so we can set you AI road forward 35. Sure, why? Now that we've got Alaka Junction or Alaka open, I may stage the passenger train down there rather than at Bryson. So we can do Alaka all the way through to Whittier and fit into the freight train as it makes the run as well. So we're back up to 30. Kind of good. I like this. It's relaxing. Mrs. Osa's listening to Monday Night Football because we don't have ESPN. And gone are the days when most football was on the terrestrial TV. Now it's spread over so many streaming services. Okay, we got that one to pick up, that one goes in there, so not a big deal. So, train stopped at Whittier. I kind of hope we clear the Whittier diverging line before the passengers are loaded. So that's all set to clear through the diverging line into this spur here, and I will switch that as well. Okay, next thing, I'm going to position the map here. We're going to have to switch this once we get into Whittier, before the Whittier passenger train departs. Still. Gonna be a little bit more interesting. Oh, we've got 5,000 gallons of water. We're already down 25% on the water on this haul home. So running down to silver, we are going to have to make sure we've re-water the trains everywhere it's feasible to do. So there are the two cranes at the entrance to Bryson as we're heading this way. We do have the water tower at Whittier, which we probably need to make good use of. Although if a train is running, that's concerning. If a train is running through the Whittier yard to do pickups there, then I probably don't have to worry about routing it past the station at Whittier, and I can use the yard water supply. That is a little bit concerning. That may just be because we're on the diverging line ahead, so we need to slow down. Watched a YouTube video this week, American railroader fan, real world railroader fan as opposed to game fan, and he released a video the last week on speed limits for switches, and depending on the length of the switch dictates how fast you're allowed to cross it on the diverging path. If you're running straight, you're usually clear for normal speed, but if you're diverging, it can end up, you've got 15 mile an hour maximum speed, 25 mile an hour maximum speed, so the train will slow down. And they typically, the switch they put in, if you've got a loop that has a maximum speed of 25 miles an hour, then the switches will be long enough to allow a train to take the switch at 25 miles an hour. So I think down here at Whittier, the passing loop's 25, the main line might actually be clear for normal speed, about 30, 35. Okay, here we are. We do have a green light, so we're clear through here, but the signal gave us a warning, so that was please slow down. You're heading on the diverging route, so I'll let him run forwards a little and watch the tail end of the train pass. I think most of these are empty. It was the early trains that had a lot of weight to haul. That's the machinery used to build the track and what have you. So we take that down with us and we bring it home when we're done, because it's only on loan. Okay. And passenger train is leaving. Good timing, dude. So he's clear all the way through Ela. Yeah, see, track speed is 20 on this side. That train's running at 35 down the main track. Okay, you're good. Let's see if I can find the rest of the line here. Okay. I'm really not sure. There could technically be a question, is this line rated for this locomotive? Potentially no. I mean, technically she should just slow down to a speed. If a locomotive is too heavy to run at normal speed on a line, occasionally it will be allowed to ride one grade heavy at a seriously reduced speed, so 10, 20 miles an hour. Okay. Hopefully that will not cause us to stop on... Oh, I blew it totally. Darn. Fortunately, Decapod don't take long to release the brakes of a 30-car train. All right, you're clear. So I think we can probably set that line that way, that line that way, because the next train through will be the empty coal cars. I'll drop that to 15. And now we need to check the Whittier services. Don't want him going that way, don't want him going that way, do want him going that way and all the way down. Okay, so we're going to block the passing loop in the yard. I can't get around that. There's no way I can do that any other way. Oh, we're already at the coal cars. 2, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, and we'll ride this one. So since these are all work train cars, we're not going to get paid for any of those. We'll just get paid for the 7 coal cars. How's this looking? Still 99%, so we haven't damaged anything. Which is good. And obviously once we unlock to silver, we won't be sending heavy locomotives up the Connolly branch spur to turn around. Okay. That's done. I think now I want to be down here. Oh, log cars are empty. What's going on there? Oh, all of those need picked up. Yeah. Was it the last car wasn't full? So that all of those cars are now ready to return down here, but I can't do anything about that right now. I may release him off to do the logging. Now, let's check on logs. Connolly Creek, that looked like the L2. Yeah, that's empty. There are 26 logs at L2. That's enough. L1 probably has a full train, yes. So we'll actually do a swap with those. Meanwhile, we'll turn the flags off. Now, I'm kind of hoping all of this fits in here. How are we looking? We're still before the engine shed. Yeah, kind of looking okay. Although that's now seeing the empty coal car back there. Okay, yard reverse 20, go. hopefully. Yeah. I'll catch him before he comes to a complete stop. Nice. One button. Yeah. So that's the Whittier interchange. That's the Whittier calling stage car. You can couple all these together. That's not a problem. Okay, might need to pull forwards a bit now. Nope, everything's still good. Let's handbrake, handbrake. So 3 cars with handbrakes on, that's fine. Oh man, you've got to be kidding me. Dang. Okay then, well that's going to be fun and games. The problem is I can't go back any further. Maybe I can go back half a car length. Okay. Let's do that then. Release handbrake, release handbrake, release handbrake, half a car length. Now I might not want to go any further because switch is against us. Really? Throw, thank you. Stop, 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 stop. Ooh. Handbrake, handbrake, handbrake. Yeah, don't get much closer than that. Fine. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. And I just heard that we got paid, so that means that car is now in the slot. So I'm going to put a handbrake on there as well. We can go forward 5 car lengths maybe. I think this one. We're at Whittier. I rode forward 15. Okay. You can sneak through there. You need to go another half car length. Alrighty, bring it back. Whoa, easy boy. Good job. That's all lubricated. We're good to leave, I think. So, that's connected. Brakes off and road forward. I'll set you off at 25. That'll be fine. She's a thirsty locomotive, I'll give her that. Anyway, that's all clear for Alaka Junction and Robinson Gap. Passenger train is loose somewhere. Oh, and since you're now in there, we'll clear that. Switch that against. Okay, number 3, AI yard, go. And there goes the coal train. Nice. So this is going to get a lot bigger next time, because I should be able to bump that up to tier 5 tomorrow. It will be tier 3 on tomorrow's delivery as well, but after that it'll be significantly more. Yeah, release handbrake, release handbrake, road, reverse. And if I do that, should be just in time. To switch that back to number 3. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have to check on the other trains in a moment, but for now you need to go forwards. And we'll leave this set to receive the batch of 4 cars at L1. Okay, where's 600? There's a yellow light in Bryson. That might not be a good sign. Oh yeah. Switch that to the main through route and exit's good. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I ran the coal train through the yard, or through the diverting line. Sorry, diverging line. So that's why we were at an approach warning. So how are we doing? We have 53 peoples and 50 peoples and 58 peoples. So we're running a fairly well populated train. Now the coal train will be, it's going to be interesting. I'll leave these running on the same line for now. Okay, so we don't need to go near the yard, I do believe. How are you doing for fuel? Yeah, kind of okay. Right, get this guy out, and that's empty. That's got coal in it. Honestly, not sure how we're looking here. We probably need to open the yard. So yay, Bryson. What's going on here? Oh, 177 passengers, 73 to Alaka Junction. Goodness me. But nobody to, is it Cochrane and Alaka itself? We probably don't have much room for Alaka Junction people either. No, maybe I'm mistaken. We're down to about... yeah, that's got some Cochrane passengers. That's got Cochrane passengers. And yeah, nobody wants to go to Alaka, but that's where we're going to end up. So it is what it is. I think we've got enough room to pick up the 74 passengers going to Alaka Junction. Become a popular place now that we've got it unlocked down to Alaka, I guess. I've got no idea what we've got going on here, so we'll throw this locomotive on the back of the train. And I can get the G25 off and get that turned around. Might leave there. We'll see. I guess. Okay, that's good. So what all have we got here? Freight house. That's there. Oh, that's there, yes. We got Standard Oil, another one to the freight house, and then Appalachia Hardwoods, Bryson Coal Supply is up there. Bryson and some more to the Appalachia Hardwoods. I don't know. I think I'm just going to sort these out on the fly. Where are you at? That looks a bit like Ela. Yep. Taking his time. Well, I did tell him to, so that's fine. Okay, hook that up and number 10. So that car needs to come out of there. I think, well, I'll just let this ride for a moment. My prime aim here is just to get this thing turned around. We'll worry about all the rest of the stuff later. I might just park it on the turntable and be done with it for the moment. Because I can leave this here, use the turntable to get to the alternate spur there. Okay, you're good, you're good. We'll stick you on neutral. So yeah, what I'm thinking, if I turn it to that track, I can pull that car out, I can push the other car in. Yeah, it's all good. And passenger train is departing, so we should be able to switch that. And I want to be on, oh, SCR3 is where it needs to be. Okay. Apply 1, apply 2. And number 3, you need to go back down the line. And we'll drop back down to L1 and get this set up. So this locomotive will stop here. That's fine. Number 2. We should be good to go. So this is all a bit messed up. I'm not going to overthink this. We'll just run it down. We'll start at Appalachia Hardwoods. We'll pick up the empties. We'll do all the things we need to do down there. We've got 2 for the freight house. Standard oil, that one is going there. Okay, let's run ahead, get the switches set. That switch needs set. That switch needs set, and that switch needs set. I might just put this on road 20 go. And I want this to run these cars into that spur. We've got a lot of pickups. 1, 2, 3. Coal's fine. That's annoying. I have to pull that one out. I don't know what other boxcars we've got here. But we'll pull all of these out and then put whatever we have coming down here back in. Meanwhile, looks like you're slowing down. Oh, why are you slowing down? Oh, red light. Okay. Go. And number 3 is already where I want it. So let's get that one done. So this is where things start getting a little bit quicker. We haven't looked at this for a while. That's fine. Release the handbrake and road, reverse 20. And that section is now, next train back up will go straight into L1. Good. Don't have to worry about that for a bit. 10 is stopped. 600 is... Where are you? Oh, she's already cleared the corner and is going through the windy mountain bit. Meanwhile, 900 is just arriving at Bryson, so no biggie there, and you are safely off the main line. So isolate him in there and release that. So we've got a red light at the other end of the main spur there because 900's coming in. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you need to push those way further than they're at. So we are not at Whittier, we are at CR2, and we'll go manual. So I'm probably going to upgrade this engine to a switcher. I do like the switcher for running around Bryson. The length is convenient sometimes. Okay, brake on. Okay, brake on. Anyone else doing crazy stuff? Why is 600 slowing down? Is that Hemingway already? Yes. Oh wow. Okay. Do want to check Alaka Junction is all set for through traffic, so we'll come down here, we'll stop there, and then we run straight down through Cochrane somewhere. I used to run the passenger trains on the loop past Cochrane because for some reason there was an issue with trains actually being able to stop there because it's on a slight incline. And then we come straight in, straight through, straight down to Alaka Junction or Alaka Town. I then want you to run through the Y. So we'll pull into the Y, we'll detach the locomotive, run it round, hitch it on the back, and we'll stay in the Y until it's time to leave. CR2, why have you got a brake on? Oh, okay. I guess we should oversee what this guy's actually doing. So, brakes on the back, that's good. And that sounds like the coal train's coming through. Okay, how do the hardwoods look? There's R1, G3, goodness me, that's a little bit of a problem, I think. I think the problem I've got here is these cars are empty. We've only got 2 more arrived here. Oh, and there's the coal train. So, watch him storming up the hill. I'm kind of thinking he won't catch up to the passenger train until we hit Alaka Junction. Which means I can run the switch around and send him straight up to the mine. In theory. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. We're clear of the spur, so I want the last 2 cars no, just did that. So like I said, this is going to be a bit of a mess, but it is what it is. I just don't have enough tracks here to do everything I want to do simply. So, okay. Release the handbrake. Thank you. How many cars? We were actually 10 cars long. That includes the locomotive. So we might need to go 15, but yeah, the Alaka train, or the passenger train's now leaving Hemingway. This train hasn't slowed down yet, so it's just not catching it at the moment. It's clear for 4 cars. Let's bump it back to 10. Actually, you know what? You're good. Oh my goodness. Dings, hi. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat, but hello. Thank you for the watching, and welcome to the stream, EarthMover77. Sorry, I have chats on a different PC, And it's off to my left-hand side, so I don't always notice immediately someone says something, but welcome and thank you. I will. And you followed. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let me push that a couple of cars further. How do you re-rail stuff? I believe it's Shift R. So you have to be there in person. So let's say this locomotive was derailed. I can't do anything like it here. I have to put myself here, which is Control and T. So this is now me. If I go and look at the locomotive again, there's me. So once you are there, you press 1 to be you. You walk up to the locomotive and you press Shift R to re-rail. And that will put it back on the tracks. And I need to jump down to Alaka because he's here. And the coal train will be coming through any moment. So, but there are some things that have to be done in first person. So you have to put yourself, you have to beam yourself there if you're not already there. Okay, switch that. And if I run down here, switch that one as well. Problem is these signals will never go green while the Robinson gap's unlocked. Anyway, let's get back to number 2. And put the brakes on there and back that out. Oh, that's not a good thing to do, yes. At least if you're going to run into something, make sure you're doing it less than 5 miles an hour, then nothing gets hurt too badly. Okay, have fun.
Good night. Don't crash.
I think the other thing you have to do in first person is run the turntable. So if you want to turn the train round, that has to be done in first person, which I believe is over here. So to turn this around, I have to be in that cabin. So I would Control T, here I am. Oops. For some reason, the perspective on first person has really got weird on me all of a sudden. And then you work that handle there. But those are really the only 2 things I know of that have to be done in first person. I do believe. That should put the locomotive there. That's fine. Okay. Oh, you need to go a bit further. You can also use the AI to prevent bad things from happening. So, for example, I've got a fusee set on this line, so trains don't go running off down the tracks to where I don't need them to be. And then all I do now is I say AI yard mode, reverse 5 car lengths, and it will now run back up there for 5 car lengths. But it does mean I don't accidentally run a train into something at crazy speeds. And I can tell the AI to go, I just backed him up 5 car lengths from there, and I've told him to go forwards 10 car lengths. He's going to see this car and slow down. To a safe speed and just couple up. And then as soon as he's coupled, we'll shift and left click that. That connects the brake. Right click on there, release the handbrake. The other way to release the handbrake is of course to use the wheel. We'll do that in a minute. And this I want to push down also about 5 car lengths, I think. Now, this car has stuff in, this car doesn't have stuff in, so I'd like this car on the outermost section. I don't know if it's long enough. I'm not going to mess around with it. So we push this down here. 5 wasn't enough. Let's go another one. Need to make sure it clears the junction. Let's turn those off. We'll apply the brake. Disconnect there. I can then back up about 5. It's a long switch, so... And 5 car lengths... I still haven't figured out how long a car is considered to be, so long cars will not travel at car lengths. Short things like a locomotive is 2 cars long, but it's going to clear. Actually, I told it to go back 5. Let's go forward 10. Yeah, have to keep an eye on water, have to keep an eye on coal. You have to make sure you order more coal when the coal car gets empty. Because if you run out of coal and you don't have a coal car available, you're in a bit of a pickle. Okay, hitch that. It's the back car that's got the brake on, and the front 2 need to go back. So disconnect that, reverse. Think about this. Oh, let's go back 10. So again with the AI, because I'm babysitting it, I've said go back 10 cars. That's going to send it back there somewhere. If I come to the lever, I can override it at any point. So I'll say, okay, you're there, and that will do fine. I click on the 0, and it's going to stop immediately, except trains don't stop on a dime. So and then we push this back onto those 2 cars, and we push that all the way down to the end. And I'm hoping this spur is actually long enough for 4 cars. I don't know why it delivered me 4, but yeah, that's going to be a thing for me. Click that, release the brake, and go forward about 10. So yeah, there's kind of a lot to manage. It does help if you watch other people play. You'll see what they're doing and make sure you're doing similar things. So I just told him to run down the track at 10 car lengths. He's going to see this car and slow down in time. And clunk. Again, shift click, and shift click opens the taps there. Okay, that back brake's on. Let's have a look. Okay, they're all in the location. Actually, they're quite nicely in the location, so that's fine. I'm hoping this car, since it's so full, will now continue to fill up. To decouple, you've got a couple of options. You either come down really close, you can close the taps off, there's one on the other side. You can press, if I open that, if I press shift and click on that, it will disconnect those and close the taps off simultaneously. If I reconnect those, it'll open the tap because I'm pressing shift while I do this. If I press shift and click on the coupler, it closes the tap, it decouples, it doesn't disconnect those, but as soon as I say go back 10, it'll break it, and done. And those, we're not leaking air out of the brake system. Now, I now need to get these two cars in there, but those are in the way. So now we start getting all sorts of interesting. And you need to go back another 2. And go forward 20. So again, we come in, we're coupling, clunk, we're clunked. On the paper doll, purple indicates the handbrake is on. So the final car, release the handbrake, yes. The yellow triangle indicates the brake system is not connected. Yes. If I just click on that, the brake system is not connected. If you look down the train, all of the pipes are connected, but that's closed. It needs to be open. If I go over this side, that's closed. Other way. And that's why I use the shift click method, because this is having issues. 81. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, to heck with that. I'll deconnect it. Closes. Shift and click. They're both open. And the little yellow triangle's gone away. So we're good. We'll back up 10. So what are we doing here? 900 is at a stop signal. That is, oh, that's at Connolly. Nice. We have no passengers left on the train, probably. So all the passengers were getting off at Connolly. Nobody wants to go to Alaka, but we need to service Alaka. If we service Alaka, then people will turn up. People will want to go there. This train is stuck at this red light, like I said it would be. So click on that, stop signal. Click on there, click on there. This is set forward 25 miles an hour road. So it will go until it comes across a problem, like a red signal, like a switch against it. I think the next time we'll see this stopped is because there's a switch against it. Meanwhile, where were we at, Bryson? We are here. That has not gone nearly far enough. So, I'll back it up another, we'll send it 10. It doesn't have to go that far. Actually, I could have put these in that spur there and then put the others in. No, I didn't. Okay, 0. You're done. Good. Stop there. Forwards, 10, go. And I think that sees the fuse at the moment because the fuse is on the track and we're not over it. See, it's there. But as soon as it connects to that car, it's going to say, oh, there's no fuse anywhere along that line where the train is. Okay, so again, shift and click, handbrake off, and handbrake off. We need the 2 to Appalachian hardwood, so apply that handbrake, disconnect that. Now, one trick I sometimes do is I'll pull all the cars forward about 5 cars, then drop that one off. Then when I pick it up, I don't have to go as far. But it's fine. We're messing around a lot here. Oh, now she's struggling. 476 tons, yeah. I am a little bit concerned. We're going to have to drop off the standard oil. Oh, actually, we might have to pick some up as well. I guess we'll see what's what when we get there. You're clear for 2 cars. You can stop now. And at this point, because I'm running it down to the end of that spur, I'm going to stick it on road forwards. Do it at 15. And that will go until it hits the end of the line. Okay, 600 is moving again. So he's done at Cochrane. Yeah, he's heading down to Alaka. We haven't ridden this yet. We won't do it now. We'll do it later. And this is hauling up the hill to the coal yard. And we are here. So... oh, that's open all the way. Let's not do that. Okay, coal arrivals. Here we are. Number 12, number 2 is still doing its thing. So these are full of dimensional lumber. That car's bigger than that one. Let him go. As soon as he decides to stop, we'll let him have it. Okay, hold that. Release that. Reverse. Yard. 10 car lengths maybe? Alright, so that's all done. 900 was getting where we wanted to be. 300 for number 3 is probably somewhere useful. Indeed he is. I'll switch that and Whittier. Make sure I prick the right locomotive. I have been known to forget to switch the locomotive that's selected in this panel and send a completely unrelated locomotive off to who knows where. That's usually not a wise plan. Okay. Actually, I want to look what's going on here. These are good. These need to be picked up, and there's one up here that needs to be picked up as well. Yeah. I might use number 3 for this lot now. He's fine. He's going to drop there. Oh, that needs to go. Good grief. Just keeping up with stuff is quite a busy task. Okay. You're good. You need to go back. 1, 2, 3, 5. Number 3. No, we're not at Whittier. We're at Bryson. Number 2. Reverse 5. Go. Okay. So if the fusee was this side of that car, this locomotive would not park up or connect to it. Clear for 2, clear for 1, you're good. Forward, 10, go. What is that warning triangle? Yeah, there's it thinks there's a fusee in its way. It can see the fusee, it can't see the car yet. As it gets closer, it'll see the car and say, the fusee's not an issue. We're approaching the car. But, well, the fusee is still an issue, but we're going to hit the car first. Okay, 900. Let's get the coal cars delivered. Because we get paid for doing things like that. And getting paid is a good thing. Put the handbrake on. We'll put the handbrake on. Disconnect. I don't think that disconnected. Okay, that's weird. It's not making a noise. Just have the locomotive there, so stick that on manual. And forward. A little bit of steam, brakes off. And that should coast quite nicely past there. Alrighty. Oh, one thing you should make sure of before you do this, make sure we clear this point at the end, because we're going to come around here and we need to make sure there's no cars here. When I take this up to a tier 5 industry, I might have more coal cars than fit on that spur, at which point I'm going to need to use a junction to run the locomotive to the back of the train and push all of these up. But for right now, we're good. Actually, we're more than good. Let's slam the brakes on, because I really don't think this is a 20-mile-an-hour line. Just saying. And brake. Nice. Probably should ride this now. Okay, connect at 5 miles an hour or less. So keep a little bit of steam flowing. Okay. We'll coast it. And brakes. Little bit of brakes, you're good. Bit of steam and nice. Connect that up. Release the handbrake. Release the handbrake, put the locomotive brake on, and at this point, road forward 15 miles an hour, switch against us. That would be this one. And this will now push the train up into line number 2. And it'll push it all the way to the end like 3 did back, or 2 did back at Bryson. Now, we are here. So, Bryson colon number. Connect that up. And turn the brakes off. And road, reverse. 15. So this is a freight spur, so you don't really want to push the train anywhere hard. This one, now this is where I'm going to be a little bit smart. forward 20, go. We got to pull this car out. It's going back to Whittier. That car's got 24.8 tons. We're fine. The problem is our locomotive that's going to come past here is on. If we're looking this way, it's on the left side of the train, and all the cars are on the right side of the train, which is kind of an issue. So if we pull this down here, we'll be able to let that locomotive pass and put this on the back. Actually, we won't, but you'll see what I'm getting at when we get there. How are you doing? Couple, 3, that's good. 13 cars to Robinson, so 900's where he needs to be. And we'll connect that, break off, and I should be able to take that back 20. Might not need to go that far. I'm going to watch this one go. I basically want to get it past this switch, which is probably about 15 cars, not 20. But it's a guess, and you can adjust as the train drives. How are we doing? 8 car lengths? Yeah. 5. And you're good. All right. I will set that way. So he's now just waiting for number 2 to arrive. Number 2 is stuck. Number 900 has delivered. So handbrake, handbrake, handbrake. 2 to 3 handbrakes on big trains, then they won't run away. 900. Yeah, we'll run you back. So that line's all clear all the way down to Alaka Junction, which means we need to be there. Okay. I'm going to set him to go that way. That way. And he'll stop there because the switch is against him. 600 is slowing down. He is... Nope. He is speeding up. He's just done his stop at Alaka. That's fine. I want to... Passengers, stop everywhere. Copy to coupled. So all those passenger cars are now set for a return trip. I'm not going to worry about this guy. He's good. Let's get back to number 2. Bryson. Yes. Okay. Now, do I have a car that needs to go back? No, I don't. Okay. Oh. Always a problem, but we're gonna try a little bit of free shunting here, which yeah, really need to keep tabs on. So you're clear. So I don't have to give him any further orders. He was set to reverse at 15. Switch was against him, so he stopped before he got there. Hi, hi, hi. As soon as we're free of this junction, Okay, now things get fun. First things first, I am going to disconnect that only. I'm going to go manual mode, and this can get you a lot of damaged trains very quickly if you're not careful. Forward, brake off, go. So we get the cars rolling, we disconnect that, we pull the pin on that, and stop. Now that will roll free. I need to follow that because we're going to ride this car down this hill, and it is going to get very, very fast, very, very quickly if we're not careful. What I could do is also switch that. Number 2, you can go back to yard mode, forwards, 20, go. This guy, I need to ride the brakes. So, that may be a little fast. We apply the brakes, it slows down a little. This is an 8,000 gallon car that is full. So, it doesn't stop quickly. What I need to make sure is it does stop in that area there. We're right at the bottom of the hill now. It's probably not going to pick up too much speed. You cannot see how fast these cars are going though, so there we go. I didn't connect that properly, so disconnect, reconnect that properly. Let's get back to there. So there we go, we just delivered a car free rolling down the hill. This is all set. We can head back to the barn. Freight house. How did those all end up? I don't know. I so much wasn't paying attention to what sequence or what order everything was in. So this is the coal and lumber supply, or lumber coal supply, which is the car that we want that other locomotive in Bryson to pull off the back of this. So you are road, reverse, you can do 20. Oh, and you know what? That's set for the main passenger. Let's set that back to yard. Alrighty. So I want to sit here. We'll switch that. I can turn that off now. And off she goes. And heading into Bryson West restricted. Okay. So basically we got Bryson main, Bryson diverging, and then this is the restricted line. Anything off of these two, that lower signal shows proceed with caution. We are going to want to get this. Actually, switch that way. So the trailing two cars are going in there. That's almost empty, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll live with it for now. So here she comes. And basically I'm going to stop a tail end car round about here. We can then come down here. We'll figure it out. So who's not doing a thing? You're done for now. You're going to be doing things any second, so just watch her run into here and slow down and stop right there. Okay, and we'll turn the banners off too. Okay, open that, open that. I think I already opened that one. Yes, I did. So number 10. Yard forwards 20, go. I don't know how many car lengths that's actually travelled. I just want to pull the tail car off. I'm not sure whether that will stay uncoupled. Nope. So uncouple it again. Reverse 20, go. Okay, so he's going off with those. These two need to go off in that line there. So, let's check this. Don't want that turned that way. Let's just run that all the way down there. We'll put that against. And then Bryson. We're at Bryson. Okay. Meanwhile, oh, that's way more than I wanted. You can come back now. You're in a yard. Let's keep speed sensible. Okay, shall we turn? Let's do 900 first. It's the simplest one. So he's there. Open that. And that's awesome. Forwards. Okay, next train through here will be coming in from Larka Town passenger train, so that's set good. We'll run over here and watch it back up again. Okay, yes. Sorry, I might have missed that message, but take care and have fun. Don't wreck your trains too badly. Okay, what did I just get paid for? Delivery of a thing to Bryson Coal and Lumber. That's good. Oh. 600's coming through here. That's the wrong one. Let's go here. 900's coming through here. I want to switch that and reverse. And switch that. And that's now cleared back up to the coal mine. He's going to head through that spur. We'll switch that back. So this is all set. No, it's not. That's all set for a passenger train return. Okay. Close that off. We will ride 900. And he's got a stop signal. So pass the signal. So how are we doing? 5,775. Let's plan locomotives again. So I want one of these. Oh, the switches are cheaper. I want a switcher stationed at Bryson. When I've got the switcher, I will pull the G-16 out of Bryson. I might sell it. I do want a mogul down here at Alaka Junction. It will do most of the work once we get more of the line unlocked. But I've already got one G25. Do I want a second? Well, I do want a second. And I might get a T22 10-wheeler as well and replace the Whittier locomotive with that. Okay, so we're going to ride this train up the hill, and once we get to the top, actually I want that switched that way. And the coal unload, or the coal load, will load to this line first. So we'll park the train here. And leave it until this evening. How's lubrication doing? Wow. This has done a lot of work. Okay, we should probably do that at least. How's the rest of it? 98%. That's not a big deal. And 98%, that's fine. Coal, we have 8.5 tons. Water, might need to stop at Alaka Junction for some water as we're departing. But that's going to be much later tonight when we've got a decent length of coal ready to return. And here we are. Once I make the move to unlock to Nandahela, at that point this locomotive will be doing the full run up and down the line and making drops to convenient points along it. Okay, we've already got the first car loaded. So this will now see that car, and because it's in road mode, it will stop short. Usually about 10-ish cars, maybe 5. But as soon as he comes to a stop, we'll say, you're good. Actually, you're good right puts the stop on, he applies the brakes, and we go to manual. Brakes are on, he's in neutral. Okay, 900 we're done with. 600 we're good at the moment. Let's deal with number 10. And apply that handbrake, disconnect that. How's about we do this? Number 10. Yard, reverse, 10, go. Now, how's this doing? That's 1.2 tons. You know what? Apply a handbrake there. Disconnect that. Nope. And give him permission to depart. We're on 10, I want to be on 2. And you're in the yard, dude. Let's cut that allowable speed. Okay, you're going to go down there, through there. So he'll pull into this, but he's going to stop short there again. So we're fine. You need to go about 5 more car lengths. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. That's more a tidy up move so that everything's set to straight rather than switch. Oh, go. Go off. Alrighty. That's all good. So you let's send in 15. So this train kind of good for now. It's an empty car. Again, set it for straight. They should probably run the turntable as well, but we'll worry about that in a minute. That's set green, that's not. We'll switch that one. And we'll switch that one. And we will... switch that one. And put a fuse there. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm going to say that's good enough. He's gone far enough, he's not fouling that junction, although we're not pulling the other locomotive out of there for now. My plan is now this locomotive will pull that car out and put it on this end of that train and push all of these back so these last 2 cars get dropped off where they're supposed to be. We can then run this one around, and actually I might take the fuse off. Once we've pulled that car out and put the other two in there, what I probably end up doing, I'll pull them back to here. I'll put this one on the back, run this locomotive round, hitch it up to the front, and we'll be all set to return to East Whittier with some stops along the way. So that's the plan, but that train not going anywhere for a while. So number 2, you can go to manual 2 and just look at that until they've unloaded it. Number 3 is at the end of a track, so let's deal with that now. Put the brake on, release that, and we are number 3, so back up. And down to there, we'll switch that as well. Okay. So we have everything except 600 is now done. That's getting a little bit short on coal and water. Well, it's getting a little bit short on water. As far as coal is concerned, it's not too much of an issue. It's just looking a little bit empty there, which means I kind of want to do something about it. Unfortunately, the coal chute's empty and my coal car's over there, so I'm not going to have any coal here for a day or two. That's not a good thing. Also, let's do this, and you can go forwards. So I noticed this car had filled up, and it was probably about 48 tons when we put it back here, so it wasn't going to take too long. We can haul this out and attach it to all of those. They are all ready to return now. The rest of these will leave here until tomorrow. Okay, you go backwards, we'll try that again. Oi, oi, oi. And we'll take a little speed off. There you go. So, I mean, one of the things I could do is once we've pulled all of these out of here and put them in the Whittier exchange, I can just stick this back in the shed. Number 10 will be back, can deal with any log cars or anything else that needs to be done later. At least that's the theory. Let's put you on yard mode, go forward 20. And again, AI is very well behaved. He will just couple up to these very gently. Oops. Hitch that, detach that, back it up, go. That's a red. And again, I think when we've put these in, when we pulled these, most of these were in here. We pulled them out this morning, but there was one car that was partially filled. So that one car is now filled, and that's all good. Go forward 10. Okay. You know what? Okay, and that's the car with the brake on, so we're good to depart. Road, reverse, go 10. Let's deal with 600. So 600 sat here. Put the tail car's brake on. And disconnect that. 600, let's go manual. Brakes off, forwards, go. And I'll switch that. And brakes. Move that switch that way. We'll switch this as well. So what's the time? 9:30 already. Don't think I've got a big plan to do anything right away. Oh, that was not. Bit of steam. Let's roll that back a little bit further. Okay, forwards, brakes off, and coast it round. And seriously, there's a downhill here. She's already up to 16. Not sure what the speed limit on that turn is, but we'll start slowing down now. No, we won't. Oh, let's put some brakes on. So, truth be told, this yard is low in the middle. So train will run all the way down to the middle of the yard and then hit the other side and start to slow down. That's usually not enough though. I'll keep a little bit of steam on and hopefully, how are we doing? We've got water, we've got coal, we're good. Not enough steam. A little bit. Okay, not too bad. Ooh, a little bit more steam. And off and brake. Okay, we'll stick you in neutral. Connect the cars, handbrake off. Might put a little air in the train brakes. Okay, this train is ready for a return trip. No plan for that right now. Next thing, we are at Whittier. Hopefully we cleared the junction. We did. So Whittier number 3 selected, forwards. Go 15 this time. Now, it's probably the first time I've ever done this. Now, one of the reasons I'm considering upgrading this locomotive, it does have a lot of problems. We're pushing 600 tons and this is an incline. So it does have a little bit of a struggle coming out of here. And probably need to switch that. Just saying. See, I've given it orders for 15. It's made 10. And it's not reporting that the track speed is 10. It's saying I've given it an order of 15 and it's struggling. Probably because that's 70 tons of wood chips and that's 50 tons of wood chips. Alright. Now he's speeding up. Now he needs to stop. Switch that. Actually, we'll put the brake on the back. Disconnect that. I did switch that, didn't I? Yes. Okay. Manual. Now, the nearest coal I've got available is in Bryson, so I've got to be very, very careful with this locomotive for another day. That's not a good thing. Or, there are options. Alrighty, forwards. That's straight, that's straight. Alrighty, so we'll get these shoved into the yard. We'll get paid for those. That's good. And then we'll do the final cleanup at Bryson. And call it a night, I think. So she's still coasting nicely, that's good. A little bit of braking. Not more braking. And we'll let the AI reverse go. Okay, just thinking ahead. How you doing? You're still set to couple, so that's good. Okay, that's connected. Handbrake off. And get back another 20, I think. Okay. We'll get this parked up. And I'll probably put the locomotive in the shed. Other option I am thinking, oh, how much is one of those? That's 24. And serious amounts of tractive effort. I am thinking maybe a diesel or a diesel switcher for a Larker junction might be a long-term plan. Obviously not right now because we're not really set up for it. We don't have the money for it. I probably want another couple, yeah, 1 or 2 heavy freights down at Silver when we unlock that. Okay, we have 11 car lengths to go. Five car lengths, I think we've got 8 cars, so we're going to want to go a little bit more than that. Let's go another 5. Oh, we're going to want to go a few more than that. 5. How are we looking? Okay. 1 car length, that's fine. And brake on. And we just got paid another 560, so we're up to 6,000. This is a good thing. I still haven't filled up the repair truck. I haven't bought a repair truck for either a Larker or Bryson yet either. So those are things we probably need on the schedule at some point. At the moment, I'm just making sure we've got coal everywhere. Coal runs out faster than servicing parts. So how are you doing for water? 1600, that's fine. Let's switch that and back it up 10. There's still 3.4 tons of coal. It's not a concerning amount of coal, it just looks a little bit concerning, the amount that's in the hopper. Okay, you're good there. Clear for 1 car length. Let's go 2 more. Close that. Let's go 2 more. And you're good. Okay. Stick it on manual, brakes are on, it's in neutral, everything's fine. Now, number 2. This was the next thing we were looking at. Now, is that car empty yet? Nope. 0.9. Right. This is where we push things on a bit. So we will wait 1 hour. It's 10:45. That car is now 135 pounds of stuff. Okay. That's a tad annoying. I could wait another hour. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. It's dropping by £7, possibly every minute. Maybe 30 seconds. So it won't be long before that's empty. So we'll sit on that. And see where we end up. 14. So we're just going to sit here, wait for that to unload. I could check the other cars in sight as well. That's fine. And we've got one over there. I don't know if that's filling or emptying. We haven't been watching it, but 21.8 tons is sort of in the middle somewhere. So that's not going to be ready anytime soon. Already down to 94 pounds. It's a shame I can't skip 5-minute chunks. You have to, it's an hour or nothing. Or potentially it's an hour or nothing. Or sleep for the day. You can at the moment put a time multiplier on, so I could change it to 4 to 1, so every minute that passes 4 minutes of game time passes. This time multiplier is going away though. So as I said, it would be nice to have a wait 15 minutes, wait half an hour, wait 1 hour type of thing. Okay, we're down to 73s, it's not bad. So it's not going to take too much longer. We're going to haul this out, push those 2 cars in, pull this back, and then we'll run round. Actually, you know what? While we're waiting... Oh, I'm actually in there. Okay. That's fine. This is really disconcerting. Something. Disconcerting. Yes, that. It's a field of view. No. Settings, features, might be preferences. Limit to 60 FPS, 1920 by 1080. Yeah. Default. Field of view. I don't know. It just seems all kind of distorted. So I have to limit to 60 FPS because that's all my display will allow. Character, there's nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh, I know what I can do while we're waiting. I forgot about this. Let's lubricate the locomotive before it seizes up on us. Okay, back here. And that is ready to go. So, number 2. How's this one doing? This has good supply of stuff to make it go. Handbrake off, and I think get you out of here. Okay, so the afternoon run is going to be pretty short, so we will do another stream on for day 14, but it is going to be very, very quick. Obviously, what we'll do is we've got to return this train back to Whittier. We've got the passenger train, probably do a double run with that. So we'll take it down to Whittier and back again to Alarka Junction, and I think I'm terminating it at Alarka. It's just convenient that way. Okay, you can go forwards. No, you're not going to do that, are you? Yard. Forward 5 car lengths. 10 car lengths. Just make sure you connect. And we're going to have some servicing down at the woodshed. No, what is it? Connolly. We're probably going to have to get some more logs down. Okay, that's connected. That's the handbrake. Let's set that there. That's it. And road forward. 10. So we're saying Connolly. So let's go have a look at Connolly. Connolly Creek L2. Okay, those cars are all ready to return. So Whittier Sawmill. R1 is the log track. That's got 5 logs to unload. Also, Whittier Sawmill. Does 15 cars a day, which is 45 logs. So that is as full as the mill pond gets. So we have to use up wood in order to unload those cars. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay unloading that. In the meantime, the more concerning thing is that's empty, that's got 2 pounds, that's got 99 pounds, that's got 7.5 or 7.8 tons, and that is full. So once these are full, we will not process any more logs. That's got 7.9 and that's got 0.3. We've just delivered those. So let's go deal with that. put the brake on the back one and release that. Okay, I did turn the turntable. Let's switch that in there, that goes in there, and that's all set for the shed. Okay. So all we need to do with this is actually follow the train. Why not? That's a good plan. Let's follow the back of the train. Even better plan. And that's good. Okay. Handbrake on there. Ooh. Disconnect that and go. So how's that look? Oh, we need to switch that. Track speed's 15. Let's just give him orders for 15. Switch is against us. Oh, yes. He's seeing this switch here. Set that straight, go forward, 15, and time to move this one. Brakes off, reverse, go. Switch that. Okay. So like I said, we'll dump this on the back. While the G-16 heads for the shed. Okay, I'll follow you in. In actual fact, a yard forwards 5, go. Oh, he's at the crossing. And hopefully that's clear of that junction. It is. Good. That up, disconnect that, you can back 4, yeah, call it 5. Switch that, forwards 20. And switch that. So what have we got running the line now? We've got a passenger train down to Whittier from Elaka town. And this return freight has to do all of the funky stuff on the way. Okay. Good with that. Switch that, reverse. How's number 2 doing? Number 2 is at the end of the track. Okay. Indeed he is. Okay, so you, manual, no, yard, reverse, 5, number 2, you're at the end of the track. Manual. Brakes are on, it's in neutral, she's all set for end of day. Let's check on this guy now, because I screwed that up a bit. He seems to be connected, so do that. Release the brake, sticking him on manual. Brakes are on, it's on neutral. So 900. We now have 2 coal cars. So he's going to wait till tonight. Take back with him whatever is available to be taken back. 600 will run a passenger train from here all the way through to Whittier. That will happen on the next stream. Number 10 will depart here and head for Ela. And I'm fine keeping the freight train ahead of... did that switch? Yes. I'm fine with keeping the freight train ahead of the passenger train, because he's going to get down to Ela. He's got some switching to do there. And then he heads to the alternate, or the diverging route through Whittier, and picks up all of the empties from there. So we'll make sure this is set for passenger work now. That's all set. I think I checked Alaka Junction. So passengers will leave Alaka Junction. Well, will be staged in Alaka Junction. It will then leave on the timetable. Number 10 will drive down to Ela. Actually, I might send number 10 down to Ela. And we'll ride the passenger train at least up the branch. Ela station. Right there. And I want, actually, if I switch that, that'll put a red signal there. And the train will come through here. It'll stop at the signal. I can then do all the stuff I need to do at Ela. We'll block the main line, doesn't matter, passenger train is 30 minutes behind me. But we'll ride the passenger train. Well, as I said, we'll send number 10 off. We'll ride the passenger train up through Alaka Junction so we can see the new line, or the new stretch of line that we've unlocked. And then we'll look at bringing whatever is available of coal back in the evening, and I'd like to leave number 900 in the shed so that it gets a bit of a service, because it hasn't all day, or since we bought it yesterday, this morning, sometime, we bought it yesterday because we bought the coal back. Anyway, I'm going to thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of the week. We may have another shorter stream later in the week to finish off this day. But for now, I've got to do some sleeping, so I'm out of here. Have fun, everyone.